They turn to Harris. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Now, this defense for the Commanders, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Got a man on the right sideline. It's Gray. Touchdown, Dolphins. Danny Gray with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Jawan Bentley, the one to get in and finish off the play.
A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Here's Smith to return it.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
This 2nd and 4.
Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
You talk about this Washington defense.
But right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, They've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. But for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On second down, this is Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And they run with Harris off the option. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. Now Wilson. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Robbie Chosen, 42 yards. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Able to find Gray here. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
There he goes, right side. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds. And that'll be the final play on this first drive. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. To throw is Wilson. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
2nd and 10. The give is to McLaughlin. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown! Danny Gray with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Dolphins are able to widen their advantage.
So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Tyree Wilson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On play action, it's Mahomes. Pass incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Mahomes. His throw is going to be incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Wilson.
It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's good for Washington Commanders.
Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15.
Big yardage that time for Washington.
52 yards.
That's good for Washington.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. An option handoff given to Harris. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's.
Touchdown, Washington. Darnell Washington from 3 yards out. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score.
Elliott good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
On the handoff, McLaughlin.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down.
That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is. But that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers. Literally and figuratively.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Gray.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Jaleel McLaughlin,
26 yards.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Now Wilson. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Down the sideline he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick-6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Dolphins 42, Commanders 14. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They go play action with Wilson. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally.
Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
On the ground, here's McLaughlin. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 81 yards. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
42. Commanders 21. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, some strong running. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Dolphins.
Yellow, yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. This will be caught downfield by Moore. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
The kick by Lutz is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Washington. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Now it's Wilson. That one complete to Hill. A nice little juke. Touchdown, Washington! Tyreek Hill with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut this to a 17-point spread.
Commanders 28. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Carry from McLaughlin.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one 28 yards on the ground.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, Dolphins. Brandon Ayuk, 36 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Commanders 28.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They go play action now. Wilson. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw is Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Wilson going to change things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now Wilson, off play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They run for it with Harris. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devon Hamilton just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Tyree Wilson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. He'll fire deep, looking for more.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Looking for Gray and finding him once again.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27.
1st down, Dolphins.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now it's Mahomes again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. They'll run. It's McLaughlin.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
43! 43!
Mahomes will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Commanders 28.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. On second down, here's Wilson.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just...
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over. You bragging ignorance. You lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious. I feel my ratchets. You ever offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given up credit, so that you're safe now. This ain't the end, and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the hype of